Okay, here we are with another 8-4 return to Ravnica draft, and it's been a while, but let's see if we can do some magic here. Underworld Connections, pretty strong draw engine. I mean, this pack in general is pretty ridiculous. We have a Stab Wound, which is a backbreaker. We have Assassin Strike, which is expensive, but still removal, and 2-for-1. Selesnya Charm, very good. Centaur Healer. Yeah, those would be the big ones. Charm, Stab Wound, Strike, Healer, Gutter Snipe. Underworld Connections is pretty interesting though. It does solidly put me into black, but it is really good card draw. It's very, very powerful card draw actually for basically 1 mana each turn. And it's interesting enough for me to just take it here because it's a rare, so I don't get to play with it very often. Obviously this card draw is as good as how many rares and bombs you have in your deck to draw into, but hopefully I'll draw into some good stuff, and yeah, I'll take it here. Hallowed Fountain, is that worth anything? This pack's pretty weak. I mean, Rakdos Cackler could be a thing. Let's see how much Hallowed Fountain is. It's worth like 4 ticks. I mean, it's that or a Cackler, really. Which, I think I can do without a Cackler, honestly. I mean, it is on color, which is nice, but maybe I'll run the Fountain. Who knows? I think it's worth it at that point if it's 4 ticks. Yeah, I'll just go for it. RTR drafting, greedy of me. Okay, and Azorius Justicar is ridiculously good. Goes well with the Hallowed Fountain pick. We don't really have anything in black. We have a Rakdos Guildgate, we have a Dagger Omen. They're both not that interesting. I'm going for an aggro side. I really don't know what I'm going for really right now. 2 best cards, Axebane Guardian and Justicar. I think I'll just take this one because it's really, really strong in draft. It could lead to blowout situations where you just swing in for lethal or whatever. And I'm always happy to see it around, so I'm just going to take it here. Pursuit of Flight's pretty good. Shard Freak's pretty good. Rakdos looks like it could be open. I don't really want to jump into green. Jumping into red would be fine. There's also Keening Apparition, which goes well with 2 of my picks. And honestly, these 2 guys aren't the best, so I think I'll just take the Keening Apparition. It's not very interesting, but it might do the trick. I mean, it's that or an Axebane Guardian, really. Let's just take the Apparition here. I'm not sure which is the right call here. It's Guardian or Apparition, and I'll just say the Apparition. Void Wielder, best card, definitely. There's also Dramatic Rescue, so hopefully that means that Azorius is open. I'm not sure. I'm not really too adept at knowing what the signs are just yet, but so far we have a pretty good Azorius bend so far, and I kind of like where that's going. I do like going white-blue. Maybe splashing for connections, but I doubt that actually, because it's double black. But yeah, best card, Void Wielder, easy. Hussar Patrol, or a bunch of stuff that's not as good as Hussar Patrol. Pegasus is pretty good as a 2-drop. It shuts down a bunch of things. A lot of stuff has 2 power. But I do like Hussar Patrol quite a lot. It's one of the more expensive drops, but it is a really nice combat trick. And I think I can get like the top end stuff later on in the draft anyway, so I'm not going to get Skywatches early. So yeah, Patrol it is for now. Traitorous Instinct could be a card. Paralyzing Grasp was pretty good. Rogue's Passage could also be pretty strong, especially if we stick with a 2-color thing and then we have a way to get evasion in. I think that's the best bet right now. I mean, it's that or Paralyzing Grasp, which is fine, but I haven't gotten a chance to try Rogue's Passage just yet. So I think I'm just going to take it here. It's that, or actually downsize would be my second choice. But yeah, let's do rogue patches. Some crappy stuff for us. The spell could be a sideboard option. I think Sewer Shambler or the Trestle Troll are the two best cards. Fall of the Gavel is just way too expensive to ever run. I think I'm just gonna take the Shambler here, why not? And yeah, Rune Wing is fine. I'll probably be played. At this point, yeah, I'll take a downsize. And a Doorkeeper, sure. Because why not? Psychic Spiral is nice against the oddball mill deck, I guess. And yeah, not the most interesting last picks, but we had a pretty good start. I'm not entirely sold on blue-white just yet. I want to make sure that it is open, but it's looking like it. And that means we'll just drop the black. Okay, crap rare. Not an awful lot for us at all, actually. I would say Gorehouse Chainwalker is the best card in the pack. Maybe that and like a Gatecreeper Vine and some other random junk. But for me, I think it comes down to the Azorius Arrestor or the Fairy Imposter. Fairy Imposter is really nice as long as you have a lot of enter the battlefield effects. Currently we have only 2. The Arrestor's kind of meh if you don't have good things to go with it. I think I'm just going to go with the Imposter here. Just because it's an uncommon, so it's less likely for me to pick up more of those later on. Whereas the Arrestor, I feel like I'll pick up a couple more of those at some point. And speaking of, well, there's an Arrestor, and then there's the bomb that is a Guild Mage, which I'm happy to see because that might mean that I'm being passed Azorius cards. There's also an Augur Spree, which might indicate that Rakdos is also open. We've been passing some sweet ones of that. But yeah, Guild Mage is the obvious pick. Hopefully we get an Arrestor wheeling, but I won't count on it. Maybe a Sphere of Safety and go for some wonky Azorius enchantment deck. I don't know. Stealer of Secrets, Hussar Patrol, Rune Wing. I feel like Hussar Patrol is going to suit us the best. Stealer of Secrets is really nice, especially if you have a bunch of detain effects, but it's very unwieldy. I mean, New Prov Guild Mage and Rogue's Passage does make it a little bit better, but I always like seeing Hussar Patrol around. So I think I'm just going to take it here. Yeah, it's Hussar Patrol, Rune Wing, or Stealer of Secrets. I think Hussar Patrol is just the best out of the slots. I'll just hide this stuff now. Void Wielder and Azorius Charm. I think Void Wielder is just too good not to take, honestly, so I'm just going to take it here. Works well with the Fairy Imposter again. Vassal Soul or a Hover Barrier. I'm pretty impressed with Hover Barrier, honestly. It's a very good blocker. Very hard to get rid of. But it can't attack, which is the annoying part, obviously. I don't know if it's better than something like a Tower Drake, for instance. I think the Tower Drake is better than the Vassal Soul for us, just because we are in Azorius and we're not splashing another color just yet. So it should be a little bit more powerful than a Vassal Soul, I think. Honestly, I haven't gotten a chance to try the Hover Barrier just yet, so I think I'm going to take it here. Or should I just take the Tower Drake? Yeah, I'm going to try the Hover Barrier. I've never gotten a chance to try it, so here is the chance. Ooh, and an Arrest. Perfect. We'll never turn those down. Nothing here for us, really. I'll take a Paralyzing Grasp, and hopefully I won't have to run it. Another Hussar Patrol? Well, Okay, but then we have to really let go on the 4-drop area. I'm going to take the Chronic Flooding here just because if I go for some wonky enchantment deck, then I want it. Okay, and then we'll take a Skywatch here because we'll actually run that. Bunch of stuff that we won't really run. Essence Backlash or Fall of the Gable. I don't know if we're gonna splash. Is it? We might. I mean, if we get some late explosive impacts or something, but that doesn't seem to be the case really. This I don't really see myself ever putting in though. I think I'll just take the Backlash. Swift Josh, this could make it actually. And crap rare. And crap card. This is a good start so far. I think Azorius is relatively open. Oh wow, that's a bomb. It's a bomb and we don't have anything else to run really. There is a Dryad Militant, I guess. As boring as that is, but I don't see myself actually having enough to go double green. That is way too greedy. There's just no way I can run that. As boring as it is, I think I have to take the Dryad Militant. Or like another Doorkeeper, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the Militant here. That sucks. Yeah, Azorius Kieran's pretty solid. We're really lacking in the 3-drop area, so that'll fix it up a bit. And it's a little bit of ramp. I see a bunch of Doorkeepers. If they do all wheel, then I wouldn't mind going for a Doorkeeper deck. Those are always fun. Call a Conclave. Do I want a Keening Apparition, another one, or a Vassal Soul? Or do I just want another Doorkeeper? I mean, we could have a pretty cool Doorkeeper deck going on. Assuming the other ones wheel. I mean, this one could wheel too, potentially. I think I'll just go for the 2/2 guy, though. No, let's go big. I'm gonna go for the Doorkeeper. Hopefully those other ones wheel, though. Because that's kind of important. Another Patrol, which we already have 3 of. Or the Pegasus, which is pretty strong as a blocker. Unfortunately, we can't be running the Goliath, which big indication that the green is actually open. It comes down to Pegasus or an Action Injunction, really. I do like the Pegasus. It's a dude. Does dude things. Buys some time. Not really sure which one's better. I think I'll just go with the Pegasus. Not sure if that's the right call, but I'm doing it anyway. Okay, nothing for us. I think I'm just going to take the Niv Magus Elemental, even though I'm not going to be running it. There's really nothing that I can splash here or anything, so just rare draft. Again, not too much here. I think I'm just going to take the Skywatch. This one I don't have a single gate, so he's not very good. Ooh. I guess I'll take the Eyes in the Skies. I don't think I'm going to be running it, but I just don't have many instants of sorceries to make Weird a possibility. Rites of Reaping is the best card, but yeah, I'm not running that. And Doorkeeper. Yeah, I'm going to take Doorkeepers. See what goes from that. Another Doorkeeper. Yeah! And another Doorkeeper! Yay! Okay, so we're going for the Doorkeeper dot deck. If we had a Sphere of Safety, that would have been perfect, because we have a lot of enchantments as well, but them's the Vens. Take the Chronic Flooding too, because why not? Okay, we have a shit ton of Doorkeepers. We have a Hover Barrier. And we'll see if we could actually make a deck out of this. Okay, so this is a deck, pretty straightforward. No real cards that I was thinking about putting in. I mean, maybe Psychic Spiral, but that's about it. I think Chronic Flooding isn't good enough for me to actually make the cut. This deck is interesting. It's pretty low on removal. We have Paralyzing Grasp and Arrest as basically the only removals, and we have some token combat with the Void Wielders. But otherwise, we have just a bunch of Doorkeepers, a Hover Barrier, and the hope of staying alive long enough to actually make the most out of these Doorkeepers and mill the opponent and win. We also have Rogue's Passage to get in there out of a deadlock, and yeah, this is pretty janky, honestly. I don't know how I got here, but I did. So let's see how it goes. These two lands go in, and sort by color. This is white, so we definitely need more islands. 5-9, yep. 6-9, that sounds right. We have a white play turn 1 potentially. Turn 2 we need white and blue, so yeah. 6-9 or maybe even 7-8. Nah, 6-9 seems fine. If not, I'll just change it afterwards. Okay, so 6-9 it is, and let us see how it goes.